All right, man, we're going to get into the Eric Adams situation. So, Eric Adams has been indicted on federal crime charges in New York. Adams is the same guy who was in the WhatsApp group chat with Bill Ackman that pressed him to send the police officers to disperse pro-Palestinian protesters at Columbia University. He caused a lot of chaos and havoc all over NYU. I just remember, hundreds of cops swarming Columbia's campus for 40-something unarmed people in the building. NYPD threatening to arrest journalists and EMTs. A cop almost firing a gun at students. He turned the campuses into a damn war zone. And let's bring back all these little videos that he had chilling with Diddy, right? And a lot of people are saying that him and the Diddler were real close. They've even done, hell, he might have even attended one of those parties. And he gave him the key. Yeah, he gave him the key to New York City. And now people are saying he's even being investigated for a sexual assault charge. And so, Eric Adams is coming out saying, hey, this is fake and this and that and that and this. And, he spoke up about the immigration thing. So a lot of people were cool with him speaking up about that. Let's get into a clip here, give y'all some context into what's going on. But he's apparently saying that, they indicted him on federal charges. They don't just indict people. The feds, they got everything intact and they got a case ready to go. So the dude's been involved in some,
are going to bring you now more news, more New York officials calling on Mayor Eric Adams to resign here because of all of this. I want to put this up.
Oh, and by the way, that is the reason why they're doing all this. They need him to resign. Okay.
From the New York Times that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said Eric Adams should resign as mayor of New York City for the good of the city because she becomes the most prominent Democrat to push for his ouster amid federal corruption investigations involving his administration. So, AOC says this: I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City. The flood of resignations and vacancies are threatening government function. Nonstop investigations will make it impossible to recruit and retain a qualified administration. That's just part of her statement there on social media. Linda.
By the way, a lot of people are coming at him too. A lot of the Democrats, the far left, because he was against the immigration stuff. He spoke up a lot about the immigration issue, and he did a lot of again with the whole pro-Palestinian protesters. He's just wreaked havoc in the universities and the schools.
Schmidt has the news statement. Mayor Eric Adams firing back at AOC here. We have it. Let's take that live here. Let's take that full. This is how Mayor Adams is responding to this, saying for anyone who self-righteously claims people charged with serious crimes should not be in jail, to now say that the second black mayor of New York should resign because of rumors and innuendo without even a single charge being filed is the height of hypocrisy. I am leading this city to protect it from exactly that kind of phony politics. The people of this city elected me to fight for them, and I will stay and fight no matter what. Okay,
get your ass out of. He needs to bounce, guys. I'm telling you, because when the feds coming after you, man, just step down, because they really just want you out of there.
Some breaking news in right now. This is quite something. Okay, this is coming to us from the New York Times, and this is quite stunning. I had just said in this entire story that we have been covering that no indictments, no charges had yet been filed in all of this scandal going on in New York City, in the mayor's office, City Hall, the NYPD, the New York City Public Schools. The New York Times has it right now that Mayor Eric Adams of New York City was indicted following a federal corruption investigation. That's according to people briefed on the case here. This is breaking right now. This is quite stunning here. We just read out that statement from the mayor firing back at AOC. AOC becoming the first New York member of Congress to call on Adams to resign. There are, though, in Albany, several state lawmakers who have already done just that, calling on Adams to resign. AOC becomes the first U.S. House member from the New York delegation to do just that. Now, Mayor Eric Adams of New York City has been indicted following a federal corruption investigation. Remember, he first came to power as mayor back in 2021.
Yeah, man, he needs to get up out of there, guys. Just get your ass up out of there, bro. You know, he's just causing more problems for himself. And there's actually, I remember I remember a video of Gene Deal. This reminds me of this video right here of Gene Deal, right? Who was I guess he was a security guard for Biggie before he got murdered. So he's been coming out. You know, he said certain stuff he said, you know, before I've kind of like had to look sideways on, like, okay, this guy might be just doing it for the shock value, the clout. But this right here was pretty, I always kind of remember this clip here when he made the connection between Eric Adams and the Diddler.
But all this is bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy, bro. Because you know who else they was doing investigation on during that whole time period? It was the mayor and the politicians in New York City. They turn around and give him the key to the city. All the mayor people that he brought on here in New York City are all resigning. They all resigning. People ain't gonna tie this together, but if you look at it, you have to say, because of Mayor Adams and his relationship with Diddy, it brought on the Southern District of New York to start investigating Diddy on civil lawsuits that was put against him. Because the feds is going after all these politicians in New York City.
Yeah, man. So him and Diddy's relationship goes way back, and he's been giving Diddy passes left and right. He gave him the key to the city. It's deeper than and hey, this could be even Diddy giving up some intel, man, right? So everybody's kind of expecting Diddy to talk and to give information on some of these politicians. This I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. This could be one of them, you know, because the only way Diddy's really not gonna face a life sentence is if he gives up some law enforcement, some government officials, some dirty cops. You know, he needs to be in there just ratting his ass off in order to not die in jail, right? So if he gives up some intel he knows about Eric Adams or some shady shit that he's been involved in, he might bring that shit down to 15 years, maybe 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So this is a serious escalation. I guarantee you it's tied to this to Diddy and what they have going on with him there, because there's been a lot of scandalous stuff, man. I'm telling you guys. Yeah, shit's about to hit the fan with all these people, man. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment sections down below.